What is up everyone, it is Sacred Saiyan here, welcoming you to the first episode of a two-part miniseries on the channel, What If Goku Was in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. If you end up liking today's video, then please consider subscribing. It is free, and you can always unsubscribe later. There's a link in the description of the video to join my Discord server, and also to become a channel member if you want to support the channel. I have that other channel where I post Star Wars What Ifs, and I'm going to be posting the first video on my gaming channel very soon, so if you want to check them out as well, then they are also in the description of the video. And with all of that out of the way, let's get into the first episode of What If Goku Was in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So, the first thing I'm sure you're wondering is what part of JoJo this series begins in. And I think it only makes sense for it to begin in part 3, as that is the first part of JoJo where they are in Japan. And just to make it clear, this isn't going to be Goku from canon coming into JoJo. This is an entirely new character based off of Goku, and you'll see what I mean once we get into it. Part 3 of JoJo starts off the same, with Joseph Joestar and Abdul coming to Japan, as Jotaro Kujo's stand, Star Platinum, has awakened, and we head to where Jotaro and Kokyuin have their first encounter. But this time, we see that nearby, there is another man in a school uniform leaning on a tree and listening in on their conversation, and he smirks as he has found one of the people he is looking for. We now head to when Jotaro and Kokyuin begin their battle in the nurse's office. However, in the middle of their battle, the man from before kicks open the door and both Jotaro and Kokyuin look in shock. The man smirks, getting in a pose as he introduces himself as Goku, Son Goku, and he demands the man in the green uniform tells him where his master is hiding. Kokyuin mockingly asks what Goku will do if he doesn't tell him, and Goku smirks, saying that he will show him. Goku's stand then emerges, and he introduces his stand as Oozaru, the stand with a primal rage. Kokyuin's Hierophant Green then rushes towards Goku. However, Oozaru grabs Hierophant Green and begins to squeeze him. Jotaro then using this opportunity, and Star Platinum begins to throw a flurry of punches at Hierophant Green, which knocks Kokyuin out. Jotaro tells Goku that he didn't need his help, and Goku simply laughs and scratches the back of his head, saying that he knows, but he wanted a bit of fun too. Jotaro then tells Goku that he has a lot of explaining to do. But first, he tells Goku to come with him as he picks up Kokyuin's unconscious body, and him and Goku walk to Jotaro's home. After they arrive, Jotaro removes the flesh bud from Kokyuin, and while Kokyuin is resting, Jotaro now tells Goku it's time he explains himself. Goku tells Jotaro and the others that he is looking for Dio, because he is working with the man who killed his brother Raditz, and he will avenge his brother, no matter the cost, even if it costs him his own life. Joseph pats Goku on the back, welcoming him to the team, and after Kokyuin eventually wakes up, he explains his encounter with Dio, and how he was taken under his control. Jotaro's mother also still falls ill, due to her body not being fit to withstand her stand, which means the same team as usual, with the addition of Goku, set off to hunt Dio down, and bring an end to him once and for all. The group decide to take the same route as in canon, meaning like normal, when they are trying to have a meal in a restaurant in Hong Kong, they have their first encounter with Polnareff. However this time, instead of Abdul taking on Polnareff, Goku says he wants to take him on. He hasn't had a good fight in ages. Goku slightly smirking as he looks at Kokyuin. Kokyuin looks away and sighs, and Abdul does want to fight Polnareff. However, he sees a determined look in Goku's eyes, so he reluctantly agrees, so they all walk outside, and Polnareff and Goku begin to square off. Polnareff summons Silver Chariot, and Goku summons Oozaru, and the two stare at each other with a staggering intensity. The battle then commences, with Polnareff having Silver Chariot rush straight towards Goku, as he begins to slash at him, whether Goku is dodging each attack that comes his way, with seemingly no effort. Polnareff asks how Goku is avoiding his Silver Chariot, however Goku simply laughs, saying Oozaru has an ability known as Danger Sense. It allows Oozaru to sense any danger which is about to come his way, and with Oozaru's great speed, it allows Goku to dodge the attack. Polnareff then has a slight grin, saying if that is the case, then Silver Chariot just needs to be faster than Goku's Oozaru, And then Goku's eyes widen as he watches pieces of Silver Chariot's armor drop onto the ground. And when Silver Chariot rushes towards Goku again, Goku is barely able to react in time and narrowly dodges out of the way. Silver Chariot continues to slash at Goku, with Goku narrowly avoiding each attack. But then, instead of dodging Silver Chariot's blade, Uzaru catches the blade, and to everyone's complete shock, Uzaru snaps the blade in half. Uzaru then throws a barrage of punches at Silver Chariot, greatly injuring the stand, and without Silver Chariot's armor, it gets injured to an even greater extent. Silver Chariot then disappears as Polnareff is knocked out, and Goku then signals for Jotaro to come over and remove the flesh blood using Star Platinum, and like normal, Polnareff joins the team soon after. From here on out, events remain fairly similar, other than Goku fights some of the enemy stand users instead of other people from the Joestar group in canon. However, this all changes after the group arrive in the city in Egypt where Dio resides. Goku being around hasn't made much of an impact in the story just yet. However, this is where things will begin to change thanks to Goku's involvement. We now head to when the Joestar group enter Dio's mansion. Jotaro, Joseph, and Coqueen are still dragged underground, and are forced to compete in a series of video games against Darby. And Goku is in the group with Abdul, Polnareff, and Iggy, as they go further into the mansion in search of the others. Abdul shows off a new ability, which allows his fighters to sense their surroundings, while Iggy uses his impeccable sense of smell. Goku knows his danger sense will be the final resort if all else fails. The group are looking around, and Goku has a strange feeling. Goku then turns around, and he shouts to get out of the way, but tears fall from his eyes as he sees Abdul killed in an attempt to save Polnareff. Goku lets out a primal roar, his Uzaru stand doing the same, and to Polnareff's shock, a beam of light comes out of Uzaru's mouth, and it shoots a giant hole in the mansion. Goku has a burning rage in his eyes as he shouts for Polnareff and Iggy to run and find the others. He will deal with this enemy himself. Polnareff refuses to leave, saying it is his fault Abdul died, so he has to be the one to avenge him. However, Goku says that this isn't a discussion, and he shouts for them to go. Polnareff and Iggy reluctantly leave, meaning Iggy won't die here, and then Goku takes on Vanilla Ice alone. Goku knows he's the best suited to take on Vanilla Ice due to Uzaru's danger sense, and even though he was too slow to save Abdul, he won't let this enemy kill anyone else. He will first avenge Abdul by killing Vanilla Ice, and he will then avenge his brother Raditz by killing Dio's ally, who he only knows of by name, Vegeta. In Dio's room, Dio is drinking a glass of wine, while a mysterious figure is pacing back and forth. Dio tells the figure to relax, and the figure tells Dio to shut up before he kills him. The only reason he's even allowing Dio to live is because he has brought him the man he has been seeking. The man with the same stand he has. And this is where we're going to end off this part. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, then make sure to like, comment, and please do subscribe. It is quick and easy to do. Also, I want to give a huge thank you to Yeti Myth, Toma Mudd, Mr. Kangel, Jonathan Way, XDK What Ifs, Crimson Dragon 5401, Neo Whitcomb, and Destroy God Broly for becoming channel members. If you want to be shouted out at the end of the video and get other perks like the channel members here, then there's a link in the description down below to become a channel member. It greatly supports me and it helps me immensely. With all of that out of the way, hope to see you all in the next episode of What If Goku Was in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.